Slytherin built a hidden chamber in the castle. When the heir arrives, he'll be able to unleash the horrors within and use it to purge the school of all students who are unworthy. Hey guys! I am Charlotte the Starlet. This is my girl Angel, and this is my little boy Seth. Right, OG Starlets know that there's usually someone else with me, but today I could not find glitter for the life of me, okay? Today it's just us three and you. Anyway, today we're going to be reacting to Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets by J.K. Rowling. Now, since I am a mystery/thriller writer, I don't just react, I review. And the way I do it is simple. If I like something, I add a point, starting from last video's total. And if I don't, I take one off. Right, let's jump in. Harry starts hearing voices in his head. Someone has written large writing on the wall in what looks like blood. The wall says, "The Chamber of Secrets has been opened. Enemies of the heir, beware." Alright, so we are at the aftermath of the very dramatic events in last episode. Mrs. Norris was found petrified, and Filch still seems like he is going through the stages of grief even though she's not dead. He's been constantly pacing up and down the corridor where Mrs. Norris was found and tried to find any excuse to give students that passed by a detention. Like, he's literally dishing out detentions for students that are breathing too loudly or looking too happy. Like, come on. I get that you're upset, Filch, but there's no reason to take it out on students who had nothing to do with it. He's even trying to wipe off the threat that was left on the wall, and he's used everything, even Mrs. Scower's all-purpose magical mess remover, but nothing's worked. The blood message on the wall is still as clear as ever. Okay. For some reason, the girls are more affected by this incident than the boys. Like, Ginny is a cat lover. Hearing and seeing what happened to Mrs. Norris has literally brought her to the point of tears. Meanwhile, Hermione has gone from reading sometimes to reading all the time. It says that she literally does nothing else. What is she searching for? Or is she just trying to distract herself? What? A few days later, in potions, Harry gets held back after class. Snape made him stay behind just to scrape tube worms off of his desk. Like, can you not do it yourself, Snape? Or is this meant to be a punishment? It might well could be, considering that Snape was advocating that Harry and his friends be punished for being at the scene of the crime, but Dumbledore let them off. Anyway, later on, Harry goes to find Ron in the library where he's doing his history of magic homework. Well, it says he's measuring his history of magic homework because Professor Binns had asked for a 3-foot-long composition of the medieval assembly of European wizards. Like, this is still so weird to me. Why does their homework have to be a certain length? Like normally, teachers ask for a certain amount of words to be written, not like a certain length. Or sometimes teachers would set a certain amount of pages, which I guess is kind of like setting the length, but still I think it's easier. Either way, I know for a fact that students are just gonna add a bunch of filler words to meet their quota. I know I have. Oh, and another popular tactic on meeting the quota, especially if they need a certain amount of pages, a lot of students would just try and make their writing bigger, so they technically have to write less. When Harry finds Ron, Ron exclaims that he is still 8 inches short of meeting the homework quota. Oh damn, but apparently Hermione has gone way beyond 3 feet and has done 4 feet 7 inches. Of course she would. This is Hermione we're talking about. Of course she would do that. But students who do that are just annoying AF most of the time. Especially if they brag about it or try and compare their work to yours. Oh my god, Ron is doing exactly what I said. He's trying to make his writing as big as possible. Meanwhile, Hermione has apparently managed her 4 feet 7 inches with tiny writing. I can't believe it, bro. I wish I could see it, actually. Anyway, now Hermione emerges from between the bookshelves of the library, and she looks mad. Like, when she joins Harry and Ron, she complains that all the copies of Hogwarts: A History have been taken out of the library, and there's apparently a 2-week waiting list to get a copy. Madness. But yeah, she says she wants it for the same reason everyone else wants it, to read up on the Chamber of Secrets. Oh snap. Okay, before Ron can finish his homework, the bell rings and they have to go to History of Magic, which is described as the dullest subject at Hogwarts. Oh my god, apparently the most exciting thing that happens in it is when Professor Binns, the only ghost teacher, enters the room through the blackboard instead of the door. Again, I'd love to see it. Damn. People have been spreading rumors that History of Magic and Professor Binns are so dull and boring that Professor Binns hasn't actually realized he's dead. He simply got up from his chair one day and left his body behind. Wow. It says his voice is like a flat drone of a vacuum cleaner. Professor Binns had been speaking for about half an hour before something happened that had never been done before. Hermione puts up her hand. Oh, she asks him if he can tell them about the Chamber of Secrets. Is he familiar with it? Well, when she says that, the whole class perks up and begins to listen properly. But Professor Binns knocks her down by saying that he deals with facts and not myths and legends. Oh, but Hermione argues back for once. She says, don't legends always have a basis in facts? Damn. Alright, Professor Binns admits that she might be right, but apparently the legend of the Chamber of Secrets is a very sensational and even ludicrous tale. Ooh, he actually agrees to it. Right. He starts off by reminding them that Hogwarts was founded by 4 people. Godric Gryffindor, Helga Hufflepuff, Rowena Ravenclaw, and Salazar Slytherin. Personally, I think Slytherin has the best name. That's completely irrelevant though. For a few years, they worked together in harmony to seek out young witches and wizards who showed signs of magic, and they tried to recruit them. However, after a while, they began to have disagreements. A rift grew between Slytherin and the others. Slytherin wanted to be more selective about the children they brought into Hogwarts, and he believed that magic should be kept between all magical families, i.e. families without any muggles. And he actually hated students that had muggles in their family because he thought they were untrustworthy. So in other words, he was racist. But then things got worse. There was an even bigger argument between Gryffindor and Slytherin, which resulted in Slytherin leaving. But what does this have to do with the Chamber of Secrets? Oh, now we're getting to it. Slytherin built a hidden chamber in the castle, which none of the other founders knew about. Then Slytherin sealed the chamber so that no one could get in until his true heir arrived at Hogwarts. We still don't know who this heir is though. Like, is it Harry? Surely not. Surely not. Because this is Slytherin's heir. So I'm guessing it might be a Slytherin. Maybe it's Draco? Snape? I don't know. Oh, damn. Okay, apparently when the heir arrives, he'll be able to not only open the chamber, but unleash the horrors within and use it to purge the school of all students who are unworthy, i.e. all students that had muggle blood in them. Like, this is racism to a whole new level. The end. That's it. That's the legend. And although Professor Binns ends it on like a kind of ominous note, afterwards he's just like, oh, but of course it's just pure nonsense. As if that's gonna undo all the uneasiness the students feel. He says that the legend is just a tale to fool gullible students. Because people have tried to find this chamber. People have looked up and down and all over Hogwarts for it and found nothing. Therefore, to Professor Binns, it doesn't exist. I'm not too sure about that though. Yes! Okay, Hermione puts her hand back up and she's like, what do you mean by the horrors within the chamber? Like, that's just what I was thinking. What? Apparently there's some kind of monster in the chamber waiting for the heir, who is the only one that can control this monster. Oh my god, I'm so interested and invested now. Just like Hermione. Exactly. Seamus points out that if Slytherin's heir is the only one who can find and open the chamber, then obviously no one else would be able to find it. Right now, I'd say the Chamber of Secrets is plausible. Ooh, damn, now even more students are getting involved in this discussion. And it's obvious that it's really annoying Professor Binns. The students are making good points though. Yeah, Dean Thomas thinks that the heir is someone who's probably related to Slytherin. Oh boy, but then Professor Binns starts raising his voice. He insists again that it's just a myth and it doesn't exist. And then he turns the class's attention back to that actual lesson. Oh snap. Okay, so when History of Magic is finished, Harry, Ron and Hermione are chatting about the lesson and the Chamber of Secrets and everything. Ron and Hermione are talking, but Harry isn't. He feels kind of sick because an unpleasant, scary, intrusive thought has just entered his head. He's thinking back to his first year in Hogwarts when he tried on the sorting hat, and he remembers that the hat was like whispering to him and saying that he would be good in the House of Slytherin, but it put him in Gryffindor because Harry asked to be put in Gryffindor. I remember he was like, not Slytherin, not Slytherin, not Slytherin. And I'm guessing he's wondering if he might be the heir. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give the like button and the notification bell a little kiss, and subscribe to become a Starlet. Don't forget to follow me on Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and especially Patreon, where you can get a shout out in these videos, get access to more adult videos and pictures, request any type of video you want to see, and even get a chance to win a giveaway. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Bye!